Imagine walking through JFK International Airport on a regular afternoon. Travelers line up at customs, officers scan passports, people rush to catch connecting flights. Everything seems ordinary until one woman quietly hands over her passport. The border officer scans it and freezes. The screen in front of him flashes red. He tries again. Same result. Confused, he looks down at the passport. The country printed at the top says Torenza. But here's the problem. There is no such country on planet Earth. This isn't a small typo. It isn't a missing record. Torenza doesn't appear on any map, in any official database, or in the United Nations registry. And yet this passport is real. It has an embedded chip. It has official stamps. It even has past travel history printed on its pages. But none of those stamps belong to any real country. The officer calls for backup. Another agent steps in. They scan the chip with a different machine. It works, but instead of showing a country, it shows a blank screen with random numbers and encrypted text. It's unlike anything they've seen before. Within minutes, the woman is escorted to a private room for questioning. She appears calm. Her English is fluent, but has an accent no one can identify. When asked where she's from, she answers confidently, Torenza. The officers exchange glances. They hand her a world map and ask her to point to her country. She points at a blank section between Europe and Asia, an empty patch of ocean. She doesn't hesitate. To her, Torenza is as real as the United States or Japan. She even says she's been here before, several times. The questioning gets more intense. They ask for her flight details, and she gives them the name of an airline that doesn't exist. She provides the city she departed from, also non-existent. Every answer makes the situation stranger. How can a person exist with records from a country that doesn't? As her story spreads inside the airport security team, some of the senior officers are reminded of an eerie case from the past. In 1954, at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, a man arrived with a passport from Taured, a country that also didn't exist. He too insisted that Taured was real, located between France and Spain. Authorities detained him in a hotel overnight while they investigated. But by the next morning, the man was gone, vanished. The locked room was untouched. It became one of the most famous unsolved travel mysteries of the last century. And now, decades later, the Torenza case is unfolding like a modern-day echo of that story. The woman has no digital footprint, no passport matches, no fingerprints on file. Her documents are legitimate, but from nowhere. Behind the scenes, intelligence agencies are alerted. Her passport is scanned by Homeland Security and the State Department. Their systems can't identify the issuing authority. No watermark matches any known government seal. And yet, every feature of the passport looks official. Security threads, microtext, UV patterns, RFID chip. If it's a fake, it's the most sophisticated forgery anyone has ever seen. Meanwhile, online, fragments of the story start to leak. A worker at the airport posts a cryptic message on a forum. Someone else claims to have seen her being escorted by men in black suits. Conspiracy channels explode with theories. Some say she's a time traveler. Others say she's from a parallel Earth. Some even claim Torenza was wiped from our timeline after a catastrophic event, something only a few people remember. Government sources, of course, deny everything. No official report, no photo release, no passenger manifest. The woman's identity isn't published. It's as if the entire event is being buried under layers of silence. But silence, as always, only fuels the fire. Let's step back for a moment and explore the theories people are talking about. First theory, dimensional shift. According to this idea, Torenza may exist in a parallel version of Earth, where geography developed differently. A glitch in reality, some cosmic accident, or advanced technology could have caused her to slip into our world. In her Earth, Torenza is real. In ours, it never existed. If this sounds like science fiction, remember, similar claims have surfaced before. The man from Taured case, the mysterious green children of Woolpit, and many other strange stories throughout history. Second theory, AI-generated hoax. Some skeptics believe this is an elaborate digital illusion. With modern AI tools, creating hyper-realistic passports, fake airline histories, and deepfake images is entirely possible. A team with the right skills could build an entire false identity. Airport security footage could be staged. Witness accounts can be fabricated. The Torenza woman could be nothing more than the perfect viral myth. Third theory, government cover-up. Conspiracy theorists argue that Torenza may have once been real, a hidden nation, a classified territory, or part of an erased history. Perhaps she's a defector from a black site or a forgotten experiment. If that were true, suppressing her existence would explain the lack of any official information. And governments throughout history have covered stranger things. In the weeks following the incident, amateur researchers dig into archives. A handful claim to have found fragments, old maps from the early 1900s, with faint labels near the Caspian Sea showing something that could be read as Torenza. Others say they've intercepted coordinates on short-wave radio transmissions that point to nowhere on modern maps. At the same time, digital forensics experts analyze what little data has leaked online. Some claim the passport chip signature doesn't match any nation, but its encryption resembles outdated diplomatic tech used in the early 1990s. How could a fake have such technical detail? And if it's real, how does it exist? Witnesses describe the woman as polite, calm, and eerily composed. She didn't panic. She didn't argue. She simply kept insisting on the truth of a world only she seemed to know. One security officer reportedly asked her, "Are you aware Torenza doesn't exist here?" She paused for a moment and answered, "Then I am not where I belong." And just like the Towerhead man, she too vanishes from all records. No one can confirm what happened after the questioning. No mugshots, no travel logs, no deportation reports, just silence. Some claim she was taken into a secure government facility. Others believe she disappeared into thin air. Either way, no one has ever seen her again. And that brings us to the heart of this mystery. Is Torenza real? Or is it the most sophisticated digital hoax of the decade? If it's real, then we're faced with questions far bigger than a forged passport. It would mean our reality isn't as stable as we think. That parallel Earths, timelines, or hidden countries could be more than just fiction. If it's fake, then it's proof that AI and digital manipulation have reached a terrifying new level. One where even governments can't instantly tell real from fabricated. Either way, this case is far from ordinary. It's not just about one woman. It's about the boundaries of what we call real. It's about how fragile our sense of certainty can be when something appears that doesn't fit. So what do you think? Is the Torenza passport a glitch in the fabric of reality? A government cover-up? Or a carefully crafted digital legend designed to keep us guessing? Comment your theory below. Subscribe for more, and remember, just like everyone else,